Upsell, cross-sell, downsell. All terms you've probably heard before, all sound kind of the same, and you're probably asking yourself, what is upsell, what is downsell, what is cross-sell? What's the difference between them, and when should I use them in my store? Which one of them should I use in my store? Well, if you've ever asked yourself these questions, just stay tuned because this video will give you all of the answers. Hi, this is Ruth from Steal Your Apps. Welcome back to our channel. Which one should you use and how? So, to get started, let's just define the terms. So let's start with upselling. Upselling is the process of offering your customer a more expensive product than the one he is interested in right now. So a good example would be you're going to Starbucks and you're thinking of getting the small coffee for $8. You're going to get this small coffee, but then you see the large coffee for only $10. That's only $2 more, but the cup seems significantly larger. And that makes you think that this product has a higher perceived value than what you're paying for it. So you are going to get the large coffee instead of the small one. This is upsell. What is important with upselling is that the more expensive product is answering the same need as the cheaper one. Personally, I don't know anyone who actually buys the smallest cup of coffee in Starbucks. No one can resist the temptation. Next, moving on, we're going to talk about cross-selling. And cross-selling is the practice of offering complementary products to the product that your customer is already interested in or bought. So going back to the Starbucks example, you've got your large coffee in your hand, ready to go, ready to be drank. And you were not planning on buying anything to eat, but when you got to the checkout, you saw this lovely, lovely piece of cake. And you just want it next to your coffee. So you end up buying the piece of cake and paying a little bit extra to Starbucks because it just looked so good. The really important thing with cross-selling is that the product really goes well with the original one. The cake, it really fits with coffee. Coffee and cake go together well. You will not upsell a phone case to someone buying coffee. These two products are not related, they're not connected to each other, there's no reason to buy them together. And lastly, downselling. Downselling is the exact opposite of upselling, and the name kind of implies it. When you downsell, you basically give the customer the option to buy the same product with a discount or to buy a cheaper variation of the original product. Now, this might seem counterintuitive, but think about the cases where the customer simply doesn't have the money to pay for the more expensive product, or maybe he just doesn't think the more expensive product is worth the cost. These are cases where you would downsell to not lose this sale. Going back to Starbucks. Let's say you're a strange person who prefers the small coffee. You don't want the big one. What if you're one of those people who feel like $10 is a little too much for coffee? In this case, this option to get the smaller coffee for only $8 would feel okay because you compare it now to the 10, and you would probably choose that and enjoy a little bit less of your coffee. So this is all cleared up, but we were talking about Starbucks. How do you actually implement downselling, cross-selling, and upselling in e-commerce? To answer the question from the beginning of the video, which one of them should you use in your store? All of them. You don't need to choose one. Each one fits a different scenario, a different customer, and a different product. So you should use each one as a selling technique in different cases and in different places in your store. Going back to downselling. If your customer abandoned his cart and now you want to get him back to the product that he abandoned, you would usually offer a discount. You would offer it via email, retargeting ads, push notifications, SMS, whatever method you choose to communicate with him, you will offer a discount and he will get the same products for cheaper. This is downselling, and you should definitely be using it to capture abandoned checkouts and abandoned browsing. Upselling in e-commerce would be offering a more expensive product with a higher perceived value, maybe better features, maybe a better design, and you might offer it in the cart page or in the product page before the purchase, so that the customer can actually choose to buy the higher ticket item and higher value item. And then lastly, cross-selling would basically be used across your store. you would always show recommended products, products that are bought together, and complementary products to the product that the customer is right now watching. The more advanced in the purchase flow your customer is, the more specific your cross-sells can be. So if he's in a collection page, you might just show general recommendations that are related to this collection. But if he's in a product page, you will show specific products that go well with the one he is looking at right now. Same thing in the cart or even after purchase. In the thank you page, you can show products that will be complementary to the one he's just bought and let him buy them. When you think about downselling, cross-selling, and upselling, the important thing is not understanding the terms. The important thing is actually improving your average order value. And when you know the tools that you have to improve it, you can actually take action on them. So if you're not using one of these techniques yet, you should definitely start. If you want to know more about upselling, we have a huge article with a ton of very useful information to help you get it right in your store and help you make more money with upselling. I'm gonna link it below in the description box. Go check it out. And if you have any questions, we are on every social media platform with people just like you wanting to learn how to make their store better and succeed in e-commerce. Go over there, ask whatever questions you have, and don't forget to follow us. If you haven't yet, click the subscribe button and the bell notifications to get notified on any video that we upload and keep improving your store all the time. I'll see you in the next video. Until then, have a great day.